The first thing you're going to do is create a crystal golem. Then you're going to go into its subspecies and access its traits. The only trait you really need to give it is fins. Once you do that, you can head over to the genetics. In the genetics, all you need to do is just make them all speed free, but don't forget to add lifespan genes along with health and stamina so they don't die instantly and so they don't get tired instantly. Once you know that, you can head out, go to the equipment editor. You're going to give them full adamantine armor. Then you're going to reforge them to all have max speed. After that, you'll go into the trait editor and choose the following traits. Chosen One, Tiny, Agile, Fast, Immortal, Super Health, Titan's Lungs, Boosted Vitality, Blessed, Dash, Fireproof, and Energized. And we'll now have a unit with a speed of 1,400. But we can take this even further. You can go back into the subspecies editor and give them gender bonuses based on whatever gender of your character is. If you place them in the right position, usually surrounded by speeds, you'll get a high boost. And when I add them all, plus a little coffee, I can tank them up to almost 3,400. It's the highest we have managed to get so far, and I think it's probably the limit. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. With a little experimenting, you can get it even higher. Last thing I want to add is if they have a clan, you can go into it and give them Blood of the Sea. This combines with the fins to give them an even greater speed boost in the water. After that, however, I really don't think there's any way to boost them, other than perhaps giving them the mushroom power up. Now that we have our unit complete, we'll place them on the other side of the world to see how fast they can go. Keep in mind that this is the biggest world size in game. And look at that, before I could even zoom out, they were already there. Now I can get into a few of the random tips I found that I think might be helpful to you. So sometimes you'll have a historical figure in the world, like this king here. Say you want to keep them alive without actually changing what they can do, like making them really powerful so they can't die. How would you do that? Well, there's a pretty simple solution. You simply clone them. This allows you to keep a preserve of them, a record, without actually affecting the events of your world. You simply clone them and put them in a safe space. This can be a way for you to remember your favorite units, even after they die. You can put them on a small square and surround them with walls so they can't escape. I would recommend using Summit or Mountain, as walls can be destroyed, and it would be safer. Then you can give them powerful traits so they can't die. And there you go. You have a record of your favorite unit. You can also use this for other stuff like making statues in your world of certain historical figures. With that, on to the next tip. This tip is on how to get King of Kings. Now, I've made guides on this before, but with the new update, I think I might have found the easiest way ever. And it basically turns this achievement into a complete joke. Basically, all you have to do is find a creature like a slime gentleman, or anything that has a genetic mirror trait, and give them a bunch of traits. Then you're going to find this king, and you're going to go to the Other Powers tab, where you'll find the Smooth Jazz power. And you're going to drop it on him and force him to have a child. Then you'll kill that king. Now if you look at the child, they will have all 20 traits, but they won't have the Scar of Divinity trait, which keeps you from getting the achievement. Now all I have to do is wait for the child to become king. If they don't become king, just keep killing the king until they do. So this king here isn't the one I want, so I simply have to kill them. And now I have the king I want, and if I didn't have the trait already, I would have gotten it here. And that's probably the easiest way to get King of Kings at the moment. Now for the last tip, which is going to show you how to get the ever-elusive Miracle Bearer trait. So how do you do it? Well, you're going to create a kingdom of short-lived animals, like the grasshoppers. So you're going to want to go into the grasshopper species after you place it down, give them all the traits they need to make civilizations, which you can see are right there. Then you're also going to want to give them the divine reproduction trait, short gestation, and vivipitry. Then you're going to go into their genetics and give them high birth rate and high offspring. Then you'll just let the kingdom run for a while. I recommend turning on the highest speed you can. Then you'll just check the kingdom for births. Once you see some births pop up, go to interesting creatures and find most children. Then click on the creature that has them. This creature has it, and this one doesn't. So there could be a chance they give birth and they don't get the trait, but there's also a high chance they do. So just keep repeating this until you get it. Well, that's all I have to share with you today. So, bye, and thanks for watching.